I think what's special about working for Carolina Donor Services is that everyone has the same driving force to save a life every day.
I think we stand for truth. I think we stand for quality. I think we stand for dependability. We're dependable. People count on us. They are counting on us. Integrity.
I see the values at Carolina Donor Services that we give back to our community, and we give people a second chance at life. And then we honor that people have donated their loved ones. And that means the world to us. I mean, I think CDS employees actually believe in our mission, and we actually get up every morning and make sure we make donations happen. We are a unique culture of people who actually care about other people.
We all value teamwork, coming together for a single cause, and saving lives.
I always feel like there's a sense of family. There is a sense of we have each other's back, and we're always there for each other.
Genuine people that care and people that have a lot of compassion.
I am a tissue recipient, so that was appealing from the start of why I wanted to contribute to this field. I do have a personal connection with this industry.
I really do love what we do. I love working for an organization that can hold that grief, can honor that grief, but then can sort of flip that grief on its head and provide new life and hope for folks on the receiving end.
So the value that unites Carolina Donor Services is, I believe, honor. And that for our team is honoring the gift that the decedent has decided to pass on.
When we treat families with selflessness, care team, the recipients of the miracle of donation, and even though they can't represent themselves or speak for themselves, the potential donors, to extend honor or love, I believe that that's what's meant, and that's what I've received.
CDS honors our donors because our donors really are the true heroes, and so I feel like CDS tries to keep that in mind. I think it kind of comes back to just being humans and being genuine and compassionate with those families.
I have to say that it is an honor to do what I do. It is an honor to know that a person who's been on the kidney transplant list for years is going to be able to get a kidney because I helped make that process happen. That's definitely an honor, So, I mean, in so many ways, gosh, I mean, yeah, it's an honor.
To start with, it's an honor to work with our donor families, that in the middle of their grief, in the middle of tragedy, that they're willing to think beyond that, to think about some other life that could be saved. And so to me, that's an honor to sit with that, to hold that sort of sacredness of that moment. I think we do a beautiful job in honoring this gift by thinking outside the box, by trying to be more ambitious with what we're doing, to do all the small things to honor families, whether that's preserving time with that family at the bedside or making a fingerprint. Something that's really small can still be a beautiful and big way to honor those families.
In the clinical setting, we are coordinating our day to maximize the opportunities to recover all of the tissue that we can on each donor, so that we are honoring their gift to pass along as much as they can.
I think there's no greater honor than making sure someone feels like their life was meant for something. And I think donation is the greatest way to honor that life and to save someone else's. And we do everything that we can to make sure that those families know that their decision was so important and selfless.
I had a family member who was a donor, and to know the gifts that were given and to know that we as a family were able to honor a decision in the midst of a tragedy, it goes beyond what sometimes people think is honor and things. I think it helps to carry a badge of we did something really good out of something that was so bad. Honor is carried out through compassion. It's carried out in our ways that we can honor our loved one, not only by telling the story telling their life events, their life lived, but also we are able to share either verbally or we can also share a story of hope. I know that I can speak on, my mom was given a medal after the service. We got a letter and we've got the medal, and she shares that medal with everyone. And when we talk about my dad's decision, she didn't want to ever forget, but she wanted to honor my dad's decision and what he gave.
I think of us as this amazing connector between people in need and people wanting to help others, which I think is a really beautiful thing. I think ultimately when someone at the end of their life or their loved ones at the end of their life decide to give the gift of life to someone else, it's sort of the ultimate reminder that humanity is probably pretty ultimately good.
I believe that Carolina Donor Services builds a bridge of hope by bringing purpose and a sense of peace and calmness. That bridge of hope actually pertains or extends to all we come in contact with, the healthcare providers, the nurses who have invested so much in that patient. And sometimes medical team becomes jaded, desensitized from dealing with death and dying on a daily basis, literally. But the right word, the right expression of appreciation has brought healing and built a bridge, if you would, back to purpose and connection.
I believe Carolina Donor Services are bridge builders in ways that we connect with funeral homes, we connect with medical examiners, we connect with hospitals, family members. All of us play a part. We get calls. Even though I don't specifically have to reach out to family members, I still get calls from family members, and I have to be able to build that bridge of trust with them and help them to believe that we are doing the right thing and that they're doing the right thing by giving the gift of donation.
I know working in the communications department, I kind of feel that I bridge the gap in the education in the communities. I've also looked at it in ways of, it's kind of the bridging of life after death, and that we are the facilitator and we are there to continue that life. And so I feel like that's a strong bridge that we're able to help families and honor loved ones' decision, is bridging that gap between life and then death.
We are that connection between grief and hope. The work that we put in, the effort that we make, makes that bridge happen, makes that connection happen.